Do you think Islam would defend a welterweight belt? Sure. If he won it, yeah, he would defend. Impression of Chandler's kids meeting death sentence. Gee, man, you got autism or what? Some shit like that. First round finish, basically 0 damage. Surely a prospect won't take a 6-month layoff, right? I know. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Jeff Neal in fucking December. I've seen enough Morales versus Gary for the #1 contender fight. Thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate you. Islam just tweeted, this is not a women's sport. Get that fat lesbian out. Shut up about Gilbert Burns. Islam just tweeted, this is not a women's sport. Get that fat lesbian out of the fucking sport. Thank you for the €5. There you go, I guess. The big news. Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark. You crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude. Did you guys see that Angel Reese said, you crazy as fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you to Caitlin Clark? It has 41,000 likes and 5 million views on Twitter. Are you guys seeing this shit? Whoa. Crazy, dude. She's a marauder. I don't care. Ian Gary's so buns. Oh, my God. Yeah. Protest versus Morales would be so fun. Thank you for the $2. That was an absolute BS. Them punches were nothing. He covered up, you know what I mean? You talk over people on your interviews. You need to fix that. It's natural social interaction. Sometimes you go over what someone says. Gilbert 3rd degree burns. Okay. Thank you for the 2. Won some money off your picks. Thanks, Daddy Guru. Thank you for the $2. Don't ever call me that again. But I did make some good value picks this card for sure. Who wins, Chandler or Jeremy Stevens? Jeremy Stevens. Who will be the first champion born? No, Chandler will probably win that one. First champion? I don't know, dude. Chandler's shit. And I always knew he was shit. Champion born in the 2000s? Joshua Van. Yap. Morales versus Prates. Thank you for the 2. Yes, that's a good fight. Morales is sick as fuck, but a bit gay. No, or just me. A little bit gay. Does Morales have Jack Slack tattoo on his chest? He might do. He might be paying homage. Okay, but Morales is 6'1". He's taller, or is everyone else lying about how tall they are? He stands very tall in fights. He could be 6'2", though. Thank you for the 5. He also has a lot of hair on top of his head, you know what I mean? That could simulate a bit of a taller person. If Burns is going to fight one more time, at least do it in front of a crowd. Win or lose, call it quits. I don't know if he's going to fight one more time, did they say? Did they give him a retirement or what? Burns versus Colby, double retirement fight now. When all these young welterweight prospects start fighting each other, they will be the best division in the UFC. They will. Welterweight is the best. DJ Collab was epic. Great story arc. Keep grinding. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Bedtime got every single fight right on the card. Crazy. He picked Gabe Green. No, I don't believe it. Thank you for the 5. Beep, 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 beep. Clark made a normal foul, by the way, when it's 100 to 104 and you have to make a foul. Reese flopped and went apeshit. All right. She made a big foul to Clark's teammate. All right. I don't care. Thank you for the 27 months of membership, though. I don't care at all. I really don't. What's next for Morales and Brady? Morales. Thank you for the $2. Morales and Brady. I reckon they do Brady, Ian, Gary, and then maybe Morales versus Shavkat or some shit. We all can't wait to see Blanchfield versus Barber. That's a big one, yeah. I can't wait for that shit. Mad Bourne's victim of a thing, yeah. Woeful performance, yeah. I actually fuck with Burns versus Colby. I don't at all. They could do that fight in Brazil, but I'd rather the 2 of them. Oh my God, did you guys just see Mikey Mushemi in the background after that Malik Wazell Costa highlight thing? When they showed Khalil Roundtree and Mushemi was posting with his girlfriend. Oh my God, man. Go back to when they showed Khalil Roundtree in the crowd. Mushemi's like holding his girlfriend hostage behind him. What do I do with my life now since fights are over, Guru? I have no idea what I'm going to do either, dude. Just try and sleep, I think. Might be the best thing to do. Just sleep it off, you know what I'm saying, until the fights come back. Burns was one good decision away from beating Usman. One good decision? What do you mean? As in, like, not following up the way that he did after knocking him down, or what? Thank you for the 2. Thank you, Eric Our Vizu, by the way, for the $10, dude. Appreciate you. I was working. How good did Morales look? It was a good first round TKO, but if anything, it was just that Burns didn't take damage in any way near the same at all. They do exaggerate their height. I'm 6 foot and took a picture of Jamal and was taller than him. I don't believe Jamal Hill's under 6 foot. I don't buy that. But he might not be as tall. I don't know how he could be smaller than 6 foot. That's impossible. I was working. I've already read it. Impression of Dana glazing the Apex after this card. The Apex always delivers. What an event. Thank you for the membership, Nak Mue. Caitlin Clark is so brave going at them like that. All right. Impression of Gary getting chinned by Morales in round 5. No, don't. You're going to forget how to ground and pound like Pratis. How was the TKO? It was a weak one. I mean, he barely hit him with any good shots, and Burns just covered up and quit. Like, not quit, but, you know, he did just cover up to adversity and call it a day. Like, let's be real, man. Thank you for the 14 Canadian dollars. Saw your pod with Mighty Mouse, my man. Your story's inspirational. You'll run the UFC someday. Keep disrupting the MMA world. I'll try. Gary's best win. Thank you for the 14 Canadian, dude. I'll try my best. Gary's best win is Jeff Neal off from title shot. True. Who wins, Michael Chandler or Chase Hooper? Michael Chandler. I had a 10-leg parlay. Camilo ruined it. I know. Horrible. Horrible from Camilo. Fumbled that fucking win. What do you think of Prates versus Morales? I've got Morales winning that one. I saw your amazing hairline on Mighty Don't Ride a Scooter with Johnny. Yeah, it's not a bad hairline. I got a full head of hair. Thank you for the $2. Gomez and Morales get the bonus tonight? Yes. Sure. Not Morales. I mean, he kind of has to now, right? Yeah, I guess give him the fucking bonus then. And Denise Gomez? What about Jared Gordon? I feel like Jared Gordon's earned a performance bonus as well. Kyle Reese is the definition of black fatigue. All right, thank you for the €2. You and DJ should start your own promotion. All right. I should, but no. No, that's too much. Too much. Safe to say welterweight is the best division right now? It is. There's so much movement in the division, and a new blood is taking over the top 10 now. Morales versus Neal next. They could do him versus Jeff Neal. I don't mind that fight. I feel like they're going to do Prates Neal next, though. How was the Gilbert ever a top contender? Who knows? I mean, he normally wouldn't cover to that, you know. Prediction if Morales versus Prates. I'll go Morales. I speak for all of us when I say we will be back for Erin Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. Yes, you do speak for all of us. Stevens by round 3 KO over Chandler, overhand or head kick. All right. Thank you for the $5. It could happen. How bad is Chimaev? I don't know. Awful. How bad is Chimaev? Already read it. If you ever got involved in the UFC business-wise, do you think you'd fall out of love with it? I mean, I'm kind of involved in it now, not with the UFC themselves, but yeah, it does make it less fun for sure. For it to be technically your job, but I still enjoy it, so I'm fine with it. Thank you for the 5. MAKHACHEV versus Morales. No, they're not going to do that. But I'd pick Morales to win. Book Morales versus... Who can they book Morales versus? They can do Morales versus... I mean, Leon Edwards, really, right? That's really the matchup to make. Isn't it? Kind of is. I'm not relying on Colby. I'm not going to rely on Colby to fight an upcoming prospect. He'd take it if it was on a week's notice. I don't know what it is, but I'm still not sure if Morales is top 5. He looks green. Out of all the prospects, he has the most room for improvement. I think he's good. I don't know if he looks top 5. It's hard to tell by that Burns fight because, I mean, Burns did just fold, right? Didn't he? He's looking emotional at the loss, but he really didn't do anything. I mean, this is a guy in Morales who couldn't finish Max Griffin, you know? So how did Burns get finished? He didn't get hit by anything there. He didn't get rocked. Hit around the guard. And then just covered up and took the beating. It wasn't even a proper shot that rocked him. He did just cover up and get beaten up on. And then he worked his way back up. And then just covered again until he... I mean, he did just give in. He really did just give the win away there with no resistance. He didn't even get hit with a shot that wobbled him. He just kind of covered up and quit. Kind of insane. Gilbert's done, I think, Pod. That's what I think. Gilbert's done, ski. When's the India World Tour happening? I'm good, man. Beep, 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 beep. This whole time I was trying to get you timed same as the fight by what you were saying, and I just realized tonight that there's a clock behind you that tells you what... Yeah. I don't know what... I think you might have Down syndrome, Merv Miller, but I appreciate the $10. I don't know how you couldn't possibly figure that one out, but... I appreciate the $10, Merv Miller. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for the 10. Morales versus Leon or Morales versus Wonderboy? Wonderboy is a step back for Morales. You shouldn't be doing the Wonderboy fight for him. Whittaker, who fought Ikram, looked invincible. It's funny how fast y'all turned on him. Paul Whittaker. No, he didn't look invincible. He just caught the guy, you know. Did you see Natan the Can Levy's scummy response to your tweet? No, I didn't see that. Also, can you tell me who you have between Ziam and Hooper? I got Ziam, I guess. Thank you for the 5. I'd go Ziam over Hooper. That fight gives me even more hope for DDP. True. Death sentence versus Tuivasa just announced. It is. That's an interesting matchup. I'm going to go death sentence there. Morales looked fucking huge now. Yeah, he's massive. Smith infected Burns with the ball guard technique. Thank you for the 2. Bro, can we talk about the Apex card combined with just pulling the co-main event with the attitude of, oh, whatever, it was medical, who cares? Yeah, it's kind of fucking bullshit, man. Awful. Awful shit. It's pathetic, honestly. I love you, Guru. Pound for pound is the new Drake curse. Whoever they interview loses. I mute the fight so I can hear your take. Thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate that. Pick a floor 717 77777. I'll underscore. Yeah, chat. I've noticed that a lot of fighters are trying to get me. Since my what's it called? Since my DJ collab. It's like now that I've popped off a bit, they're trying to get me. It seems. Do 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 do. Wait, what did Natan Levy re-comment on my thing? I said about Bilal Muhammad. Oh my God, Natan Levy really went there with it. I said, I've got hands like Canelo in quotation marks to Bilal Muhammad's face after the JDM fight. And I said, Jack Della Maddalena really beat the fuck out of Bilal Muhammad. Holy moly. Bro got stuck on the feet in a nightmare with JDM when he couldn't get his takedowns. And Natan Levy responded to it saying, literally a genocide. What the... So he's just... Dude, they can be... So, can Jews just really be open about that? What the fuck, dude? Can they really just say anything like that? That's kind of crazy, man. They can say what they want, huh? There you go. Dude, they can say whatever. I've been watching your content for a little over a year, but don't always catch the lives, but I always appreciate the content. Thank you, Ecto Functors. I appreciate the $10, dude. I'm glad you appreciate the content, man. I really appreciate you. Appreciate. How many more times do I have to say appreciate, Ecto? Thank you, man. You're not tough. I'm not even that scared of you. Dude, I'm telling you, if I was in front of you in person, you'd feel a bit of fear. I'm being real, chat. The size of me. Ooh. Just staring down at you, dude. And then you realize I'm not even lanky to be this tall. I'm literally a broad fucking monster. It's crazy. It's honestly, it's different when I'm in front of you. You know? Age is so crazy with this sport. Volk is probably going to fly in next for 320 and will be well into 37 by the time he faces Evloev. You'd have to pick Evloev at that point. No, I don't like the Yair fight next. No. If he fights Evloev next, I'm picking him to win. If he's in any way in good shape for the Evloev fight, I'm picking him to win. Thank you for the 10. What is that, Jigger on? Thank you for the 2. They should check. They should dock Gilbert's pay for tonight. Yeah. Natan Levy's Twitter posted it. Excellent MMA. Impression of Ariel agreeing with Natan. Oh yeah, it was. Literally again, a genocide. Thank you for the 2. Guru, after Molina came out recently stating fighters go into fights injured and so the UFC covered them, do you think this is what happened to Figueiredo or Burns? Yeah, I could see a lot of that, yeah. So they could claim the injury happened in the fight rather than before it. I could see it. 150 because of your picks tonight, Guru. My picks were pretty good. My picks were very good. Anti-Guru back in the red. There you go, dude. We're battling back. 100 moneyline bet results. Guru 10 and 1, 126 and 78. I got to go 126 to 78 to put him in the red. 61 point. That just shows you how many massive upsets there's been. 61.8%. Anti-Guru minus 810. There you go. Fuck that guy. That's why I fuck with the GOAT Kanye West. All right. The baby hands on you take away any intimidation. I don't have baby hands, dude. They just didn't scale with me. They're very average sized. They're actually larger than average size. But you guys are bringing down the averages of your frail builds. You can't lie, Levy made a good joke with the context. Yeah, he did, but it's just like, that's crazy that you can say that. Impression of Helwani giving birth to Zahabir. Natan Levy really jumping off the porch. Oh no, look out, it's a fat guy. I thought this time, it was the time you didn't have to call me Downs, Mr. Piggy. I thought it was the time you didn't have to call me Downs. Oh, alright, sorry. Yeah, the time. Oh, the clock before. Yeah, I remember. Thank you very much, Merv Miller. Moicano convinced his co-host to bet 20k on Gilbert. Is it me or is Super Sadiq clearly injured? I think he was clearly injured as well. I said it at the start of the video. Or the start of the fight reaction, I guess. Caitlin Clark's pretty hot, huh? Yeah, I'll take it back. Impression of Ariel getting hunted by a velociraptor. That's yeah. How tall's Caitlin Clark? Impression of Ariel getting hunted by a velociraptor. Anyone else feel zero hype for that? I honestly feel like I'm lost. Natan Levy turning guards at Zaza. Thank you for the $2. Yep. Really hopping off the porch, yeah. What was your opinion on the Camilo fight? Didn't see the reaction. Cost me my 5-leg payout. I know, dude. I had a fucking big prediction on the line there, but I don't know. He did well. He was on his way to a win, but he just fumbled it after going. He looked like he quit to the rear naked, to be honest with you. So go fuck himself. I couldn't really care less about him. Fuck him. Fuck that fucking bitch. Yo, Guru, you ever think you might also choose safer bets for each fight? Like, instead of choosing a winner, probably choose if it goes the distance or not? Yeah, but I've got to choose the winners and losers, man. I can't start doing that. Like, well, I'm not going to pick the main event here, but I'll say it goes to a decision. Like, that's some Luke Thomas shit. I'm not doing that. I've got to put it all on the line with who's going to win and how, you know? But in terms of saying, like, what you should bet on, that's a different story, I guess. What time should I be there for the hot tub? Shut up. Hamza, if you're in there, don't be a bitch. My boy's right here. Fight him. Yeah. I think Clark is hot. Am I cooked? No, Caitlin Clark's pretty hot. How tall is she? No one answered my question. Will Islam run if Ilya goes up to 170 to fight him? Sure. Yeah, I could see that, yeah. I don't think he's running. I don't know if he would then run to middleweight to get away from him. I'm not sure. She's only 6'3". Alright, never mind. How tall is she? I need to look this up now. I take it back. That's nothing. Did Bryce red pill Natan Levy? He may have red pilled him, yeah. He may have done. Will Islam run? I've already read it. Clark Coochie Bomb, because it never gets used. Odds makers up to their game recently. I hate them. They have They really have. Impression of Ariel. Don't give it a 3. There you go. Bro, Caitlin Clark's actually a man, not joking. No, she's not. Have you always been tall since a kid? 6 foot since when? Not really, no. I actually grew a bit when I was like 17, I feel like, you know. When I was about 17, 18, I grew like an extra inch or 2. But yeah, I've always been pretty big as a kid. But I've been pretty broad, you know, when I was younger. But I wasn't like a massive tall kid, no. I was always one of the bigger kids, but not as tall as I am now. W Mighty Mouse interview. Thank you, MMA experts. What's up, dude? Thanks for paving the way for us MMA YouTubers. No problem, man. Relate to what you said about the shit job you'd be stuck doing forever. I know, it's awful, man. It really is. I wish I didn't get into that, though, because of being clipped all over the place and getting millions of views. Victim of my own success. Thank you for the $20, MMA expert. Shout out to MMA experts. I know your name. I can't remember what they call you. Vinny or some shit? Mike? What's your name? Something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Something like AJ. That's what it is. AJ. I knew it was some shit like that. AJ. That's the one. Yeah. I know it was AJ. I know it was AJ. Don't start spamming it now. Deanna B getting cooked on X right now. What's Deanna Bell Beta saying on Twitter? What's up, Jewish man? Give me that sloppy already. I'm not Jewish. Chances for an updated women's tier list vid. I'm 26 now, man. It hits a little sadder to do that. Moicano's co-host also bet over 2K on a 2-leg parlay, Arosa by Das and Santos by KO. Good lord. Impression of Ariel getting jealous of Marab finding a dime. I saw it first. The Annabelle Beta said, I think all UFC fighters should learn English. Alright, based. What about Morales versus Randy Brown? Morales. I don't mind that fight, though. But they just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give him a step back. Big fan, Guru. When you come to America, come to the Midwest. It's not so shitty here. Thank you for the $5. Nice. I'll check it out. I probably won't go to the Midwest straight away. I'm going to do the Northeastern cluster first. You eating some of Barber's cake? Most likely, yes. As long as it ain't got no hair in it. Sorry. AB got heat for saying Clark keeps it hairy. Who's AB? You're being lazy on impressions. Do impression of Leon versus Gary. Ah, shut up. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, your dad's dead. I don't know what Ian Gary would say. Who do you think is getting added to that BMF card, big fella? And my God, fat lesbian Gilbert Burns really thought long enough. I don't know. I don't know what's getting added to the BMF card. They've added Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vittori and a couple others, but I don't know what they would do beyond that. There's not much to add to it, unfortunately. To see himself become Herbert Burns. True, he did. Best traditional English food dish. Seems like the most of it's pretty shit, to be honest. Full English breakfast, you can't beat it. I still think Morales loses his next one. We don't even know what it is yet. Guru, thank you for your straightforwardness, and you almost hit every pick for these fights. I know, dude. I wish I would have got it. But oh well. Thank you very much for the $5. I know Patchy got signed. It's been weeks since he got signed. I can't see Ilya as the true 155 champ unless he beats Arman, or Paddy if he wins his next fight. Like, it's impressive, but it won't feel enough, you know? I mean, no, if he sleeps Oliveira early, it will be champion level, for sure. So, yeah. Thank you for the 5. Imagine calling your kids Herbert and Gilbert. Shut up, dude. They have an older brother called Reginald. I'm not sure if you're aware of him. And Nigel. There's another one. Who do you think might beat Volk for the belt? Who do I think might beat Volk for the belt? Gilbert and Herbert are actually crazy names for kids. Little baby Herbert is kind of insane to go for. But don't Brazilian women give their kids white, like, aristocracy names? Am I mistaken? Isn't that a thing that was going on over there, like, a while, like, of Gilbert's generation, I guess? A lot of Brazilian women were naming their kids, like, a lot of white names. Anderson, you know. A lot of the names are very, like, ooh, posh and aristocratic with the names. Even Vicente, Luque, Charles, Jordan, like Charles, Oliveira. If you name a lot of the Wellington, Terman, they're all just like Napoleonic era aristocracy English names, basically. Yeah. Thank you very much for the $2. Like, Gilbert Burns is like a Scottish person's name. Imagine calling your... Who do you think might beat Volk for the belt? I think he'll give it up. He'll win a few more and give it up. You think Morales is in some juice because dude's big? No. Sup, Guru, is DJ tiny in person, and did his girlfriend greet you with... Alright. Death by Snoo Snoo with Angela Reese and Rhea Ripley. Alright, thank you for the $5. Snoo Snoo, is that the fucking Futurama thing? Jones Aspinall has official line on FanDuel. December 30th. Nice. Hopefully Jones don't sniff it. Aliskarov versus Bruno Ferreira is signed for the BMF card. That's pretty good. Should fight companion with DJ or Orban? No, because it just get into... I know immediately it's like you're not reading donations, so I'm not doing it ever. Fight companions are a solo endeavor. Because you say that you want that, but if I didn't read a donation because I was trying to interact with them, it just ruined the vibe of it all, and no, it wouldn't be the same. European women's volleyball is where the queens are. Thank you for the 2. True. There's a reason Brazilians bleach their hair. They know what they... Yeah, they do have a bit of a like an Asian complex of wanting to be white. England pay-per-view, Tom Gunn, Paddy Gaethje, MVP Leon Arnold, Aljo Wood, Qatar. I'm dreaming. All right, thank you for the £5. Wood Qatar is pretty interesting matchmaking. Has Navajo earned a Guru interview, or does he still got some work to do? Oh, because he posted me on his story. You know, a couple ranked wins. Maybe we'll consider it. Thank you for the $8 Australian. Couple, you know. So do it and read donations. But it would just be me reading them while they're just sat there. So I'm not doing that. Thank you for the $8 Australian HUD interface, though. Appreciate you. Morales is the real Carlos Prates, loser of Buck, Usman, or Leon. He may just be the real Carlos Prates. The loser of Buckley, Usman, or Leon. Don't know. No, put him against Leon Edwards next, if that's what you're asking. Who won their main event fight? Michael Morales Gilbert Burns just quit, basically. He didn't even get hit with anything good. He just sort of folded up in the corner and quit. Does Costa get a ranked fight next? 5 straight wins, maybe Qatar. Costa. Melquizel Costa. Maybe, but I don't know if he's top priority for it. Maybe they could do like a Nathaniel Wood versus Costa. That could be a good matchup that they do. Thank you for the 5. Wait, Angel Reese's team scored 58 points. Is that real? Is that real? Does that happen often in women's NBA? I've never seen a scoreline from a women's NBA game. Did they really get 58 points in 4 quarters? Is there less time on the court in women's MMA? There must be a difference, right? How they get 58 points? Grey shirt Loki gay. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Dustin Stoltzfus went to my high school. That's pretty cool. There you go. How do you think Prime Lee Murray would do now? He would lose. He wasn't even that good. But he was athletic and roided up, so he did pretty well back then. Imagine having your great relationship, marrying the love of your life, waiting 9 months, having a kid, and then naming it Humphrey or Eugene. Met a guy named Courtney. I mean, it's an embarrassment. Your future wife plays for Vero Volley in Italy. All right. Thank you for the 2.